Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. Leo, how are ya? Thanks so much for clicking here. Leo, we've got a couple of oracle decks we're going to start with to get the overall energy for the week ahead for you. And then we're going to add some tarot as we usually do. You will know that if you are somebody who is my ride or die and you're here all the time. Clicking and viewing. Leo, I hope you've already subscribed if you are the ride or die that comes by to view. And if you are somebody who's brand new, welcome here. Welcome to all these shenanigans. I hope that you will stay. There is a subscription button down in the bottom right hand corner of this little box where I live. If you would like to stay because you're cross watching a Leo or you have a placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, then welcome. Tell me what's coming up for Leo in the week ahead, please. We've got observe. We've got awaken. Very interesting. And we have soul. So something is awakening your soul, my friend. A manifestation that I feel. It's something that you've been hoping for, something you've been asking for, something that you've been asking the universe for. We have full moons in all three of these pictures here. I want to say that it feels as though you are deep in thought. It feels like you're deep in thought. The soul card does remind me of the hermit energy because we have someone who's reflecting, right? Reflecting on maybe old memories they're writing down, reflecting on their home life. It feels like somebody here is doing a lot of reflecting. And I want to say it's bringing you to some sort of an awakening. That there's a foundation here, 3 Pentacles, foundation here that you've already built. And I feel like you're looking at you're reflecting on something that's within the soul, and it's something is awakening within you here. We have the manifestation card here. We have manifest and we have reflect. There we are. The mirror was telling me that you are reflecting in the soul here. We have reflect and manifest and record, right? We have somebody who's writing things down possibly. Not all of you, but maybe some of you are journalers or you are writing things. Maybe you're a writer. But it feels like that you are creating some sort of a story for yourself by whatever you're writing is the thing you're manifesting. It's like something is coming to fruition here because you're reflecting your soul into whatever work it is that you're doing. So it does feel like you are somebody who's either building something that is at the foundational level. Maybe you're a writer possibly, but there is an observation of the soul going on here, which is leading to some type of an awakening. Tell me about Leo here. Tell me more about Leo. We've got dedication. I feel it's your ability to observe something from a distance. Before, it almost feels like you've learned a lesson of holding back a little bit, is what it feels like. Because pentacles move slow, and I'm talking about 3 pentacles. A moon showing in each of these, which reminds me of the 3 pentacles. So it feels like you're really looking into the soul, or you're moving really slow. You've got the foundation of something, but you know you shouldn't move fast. It says here, staying dedicated to your goals, efforts that reap success. So there is something here that you've been observing from a distance, and I feel it's going to come to a place of your soul's awakening. Tell me about awaken, please. What is Leo awakening to? We've got strength, that you are much stronger, much more courageous, that you have far more determination and perseverance that you thought you had. So self-discovery, the awakening is the self-discovery. I really do feel like you're reflecting something that is in your soul here. Tell me about soul. Somebody here is going through a major awakening, or you're moving to the next level. We tend to have these small ascensions or awakenings as we move to a different level or vibration in our life, in our lifetime. So we have divine timing. We have everything has a higher purpose, and it all comes in the right time. So nothing is ever behind. You never have to worry about being behind. I feel like you're right where you're supposed to be. And I feel like your soul is awakening right at the time when it is supposed to. And that could mean that life is a bit of a shit show right now, Leo. I'm just going to say that maybe you're feeling restless or feeling like things aren't going your way. Maybe you're going through a tower. When we do awaken, it's like it's telling you here to have strength and courage and determination and perseverance, because things could be going sideways for you right now. Because the divine timing is about to show up, divine timing is the wheel of fortune, and that means that everything is changing. So you might be in this season of change here while you're being prepared for your manifestations to come in. We do have confession here, releasing a secret, pursuing virtue through honesty. So being honest with yourself, making confessions to yourself or to somebody else, it could be as well. Let's talk about tarot. Let's find out what's going on with tarot. Let's find out what's going on with you, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, if you're interested in a private read, please look in the pinned comment above the comments. Everything you need is there. Let's find out what's going on for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the week ahead. We've got the Magician. Yep, it is about manifestation. I feel like you're supposed to stay dedicated to your manifestations. Look, you have all the tools. The universe sees you. You are about to bring something from the 5D to the 3D. Something from above is about to come to the below. It feels like you will observe this, or maybe you're already in this transition, but I want to say you're far more equipped to deal with change than you think that you are. It's hard for you to change. You're a fixed sign. So am I. I'm a Taurus sun. You're a Leo, right? So whether that comes up in your sun, moon, or rising, you probably have a hard time with change. It feels like here that that you've been observing something from a distance, something that you want, a manifestation. It feels like this manifestation, you'll be walking through the gates toward the manifestation soon. And I feel like you shouldn't stop manifesting. It says, stay dedicated to your goals. Whatever your goal is, whatever the manifestation is here. We've got the 10 of Swords here. Oof. So I feel like somebody here has been going through some sort of a soul-shaking awakening. It feels like here, feeling all the pain, all the suffering, but nonetheless letting things go. We can come to a place of peace after we go through the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is a really hard place to be, but it does, when we release something finally, it does bring us peace at some point. So I feel like somebody here in the middle of next week is in the position or the place where I've just got to let some things go. It's going to take the most strength and courage you've ever had. Awakenings are hard. An awakening is not to be mixed up with woke. Awakening means that you finally see things for what they are. It's a radical acceptance of the present moment and where you're at. Maybe you've been lying to yourself about where you're at. Maybe others have been lying to you about where you're at. But it feels like you're now seeing things for what they are, and it's harsh. It's really hard to see it for what it is. Tell me about divine timing. We have the 2 of Pentacles. So you are going to have to make some sort of a decision here. I want to say that things do feel like they are a little bit emotionally tumultuous for you at this time. And it's because things are changing, right? Wheel of Fortune energy. It feels like things are changing. I feel like this confession here is to the self. I feel like you're coming to an awakening, a realization, coming to a moment of self, and realizing that maybe you aren't as in balance as you thought you were. And it feels like that somebody here has been ignoring their emotions, and it feels like it all comes rushing back all at the same time. And when it does, when things start to change and you start to get emotional about the change in your soul's awakening, that it seems to be really hard for you to make decisions and for you to stay in balance here. This spot I've left here for the week after the week ahead. So this is the week ahead. This is going to be for the week after that. Tell me about Leo. We've got the 9 of Cups. Look, you're going to come through it just fine. Things are coming into alignment. And so when it feels like things are breaking down, they're actually removing the energy so you can bring in the brand new things, right? So it's getting rid of the old, waiting for the new. And I feel like things are coming into alignment for you. I feel like you are going to be witnessing this wish fulfillment, feeling very abundant. But before you can see that, I feel like the tower's got to fall or things must change. And that's the hardest part of it. So you will be coming out to this 9 of Cups where things are all going to be lining up for you. We do have the Queen of Cups. You know what it is? I feel like, Leo, I know it's tough, but for those of you, I'm not saying it's all of you, but for some of you, maybe it's really been hard to access your feelings. And that could be for a number of reasons. It could be for trauma. It could be from things from the past. But I feel like somebody here has had a really hard time accessing their feelings. So I feel like the soul's awakening here and things that are changing and making you strong. I feel like it's because of the Queen of Cups energy that it's happening. What's coming into alignment is the emotional self. And so I feel like you're starting to feel things really deeply. I'm a Pisces moon. And so I know that for many, many years, I was in this hard ass sort of energy of I'm not going to let anything shake me. But once I got into this place with my emotions, then it's like the pendulum swings and then you become emotional about everything. So I feel like that's coming into alignment here. So I feel like somebody here who's in the awakening first was in a place maybe they couldn't access their emotions, then it swung the other way to everything's emotional. I feel like everything's coming into alignment in the week, not ahead, but the week ahead of that. Tell me about the Magician, please, for Leo. Stay dedicated to your manifestations. What's coming in for Leo, please? We have, a surprise possibly. We have the Page of Cups. Something is showing up for you here that is good news. It's the beginning of something. I think it's the beginning of your intuitive energy waking up, because we go from the Page of Cups to the Queen of Cups. And I was saying that I thought that your soul's awakening here was putting you in touch with your feelings. So it feels like this is the beginning of the intuition, and maybe it is surprising, I would say, but also I want to say it's quite emotional, but it is good news that you are opening up to this here. But it does make you defensive, I want to say. It makes you very defensive. Feeling your feelings or showing your feelings is not a thing that you want to do. Usually you try and stay really practical and analytical, and I'm going to look over the details, and I'm not going to show it in my emotions at first. It feels here that that you are going to become a master of your emotions. I feel like that's what this particular leveling up in your vibration or the awakening for you is for you to get in better touch with your emotions. I'm not saying you're stone cold, but I think that sometimes your fire is a protection, and it sometimes is the mask. I might be looking at you, Leo, maybe you're a Leo rising, and that the protection is the mask. I can do anything. I can just go. I'm strong. I'm courageous. I can just get it done. It doesn't matter what hurts me. But I feel like it's the beginning of you starting to feel your feelings. Your feelings are growing, or you're working really hard on that. It's because of the self-mastery that you're going through right now, Leo. Tell me about the 10 of Swords, strength and the awakening. It feels like this is what you got to be courageous about. Things coming to an end. Not everything that shows up in your life is meant to stay forever. Even the friends and romantic relationships, platonic relationships, family members, not everything's meant to stay in your life forever. And so I feel like you're letting go of things or releasing things, releasing memories of people, soulmates, possibly romantic or platonic relationships. It feels like that is what is crumbling. It's like some sort of illusion is crumbling here. We do have the Judgment card. Oof. Boy, it's because you're being called to bigger and better things, Leo. There's something here on your path that you need to pay attention to. And I feel like the falling apart of something is only for the purpose of pulling it back together and building it up stronger. That's what it feels like is going on here with the 10 of Swords, the Judgment, and the Queen of Pentacles. It feels like here that you are living in memories or nostalgia or things that were in the past that you no longer can access. Those things are not in your current moment. There's nothing we can do about the past, right? There's nothing we can do to change it. And it can be a little bit of obsessive energy, but there also is nothing we can do about the future. That has not yet formed itself. So the only place that you can be is in the present moment. And I feel like the present moment is asking you to release your memories of things that I feel that are no longer yours. It does feel like with the Judgment card here that you're being called to a bigger, better place, or you're being called to step up your energy for growth here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is the one who's grown, right? This is the person who's on on the throne because they are responsible for their energy, responsible for their money. They are an adult, right? They are a queen. They have their own kingdom. They are somebody who is planting the garden and nurturing the garden and eating from their own garden. They take care of their body. They take care of their health. I think there's a lot of things going on for you here in this awakening, but I feel like it's calling you to be strong like the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And it's not to say that your energy is not strong, but I'm saying it's different. It's about being grounded and solid and not running at things and not taking risks. It's about really analyzing things. So it's asking you to slow down a bit. Tell me more about this soul and divine timing. Tell me more about this for Leo. We've got the High Priestess. So there it is. The beginning of the intuition starts here. The Queen of Cups is here. And it feels like, I've always said, Leo, I think you're quite a psychic sign, but I feel like there's a lot of tumultuous things going on in your life emotionally, and I think you're choosing to remain silent about it. But it feels like that you are so close to your source right now that you are, it's like somebody's on their hands and knees crying out like, why? Why is it happening right now? But I feel like you're doing it in the silence, like you're not telling people that this is going on. I feel like it's to break you down, to make you connect, make you more psychic, make you connect to your source, right? The High Priestess is the one who is the one of mystery, remains silent, but also has a lot of hidden talents. Someone who's maybe psychic or a tarot reader. It feels like they're opening your soul to divine timing. These are the things that are supposed to come into balance for you, or that you're supposed to make decisions about in divine timing. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Justice card. You know what it is, friend? You are coming to the end of receiving karma. I feel like you've come to this life having unfinished business from the past life with the Six of Cups. And it feels like you're being given a second chance here in this life to make things right. That's what it feels like. Somebody here is finishing out their karma. When we go through this place of justice, things end up getting easier after this. I promise you. It gets a lot easier after this. When we're coming to the edge of having things restored, right? That's the restoration of justice, bringing things back into balance, bringing it all back to zero so you can begin again. So you're back to zero where you have nothing, but you're also in the opportunity of everything at this time, right? So it feels like the reason it's been so hard, if it has for you, if it gets really tough at the end of next week, it's because divine timing here is here to bring things back into balance in your pentacle world. It feels like with these 3 pentacles here that it's building a foundation of something new, more justified, something that's balanced, something's being paid back to you. And that's why things are coming into alignment. It feels like you're being broken apart so things can come back together again. And a manifestation for you is about to come in. Tell me about this week that is a little bit further ahead to the week ahead here. This is 2 weeks in ahead. We've got the Emperor. Look, you are being prepared, it feels like. This is quite a deep reading for you. Oh my gosh. That you're being prepared here is what it feels like. The universe knows you're the Emperor. The universe knows you have the ability to be stable, to be secure, to make all the decisions. Someone who is the leader, someone who is supposed to be wealthy and balanced and full of wisdom. I feel like you've come from a place that's really tough because the Justice card is here, and so is the High Priestess. You're being cracked wide open, it feels like. The universe is cracking you wide open with divine timing, with the Wheel of Fortune, and I feel it's building you. It's like it's brought you to your knees and now is making you stand up and realize that you are the Emperor here. We do have the King of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh. So it's teaching you to trust yourself. The universe is teaching you that things do come into alignment. 9 and 1 is 10. Things do come into alignment. You will be absolutely and completely happy at the end of all of this. I feel like February is going to be a brand new month for you because I feel like you're in a place where you're now being really truthfully honest with yourself and the people around you. We're now basing everything in facts. We're now basing everything in strategy. I'm moving really slowly because I'm not risking anything. I'm going to make sure that I have all the details, the facts, and the truth before I go in to anything that is emotional. I feel like you're being taught how to be emotionally aware and emotionally available. Hoo-wee. That's a heavy reading. Look at this. You've been in hermit energy. We go into hermit energy here with really nothing but ourselves. And this is the place of self-reckoning, is what it is. It's a place where we're healing, right? We've got the star, card number 17, which tells me the tower's already been here, because 16 is the tower, and we do have the card number 17, which is the healing. I want to say that if you're feeling like you're in the dark right now, as the hermit is trusting the healing to move forward on the path step by step, only being led by this, it's like we're in the dark and kind of blind, and I feel like using the staff to feel the way through, almost like a blind person would, right? We do have the person who has the white beard. So I feel like you're in a place of self-reckoning here. Yeah. We go into hermit mode for self-evaluation, and that's what's been happening with you here. I feel like you're going to come out of this self-evaluation period with far more wisdom about charity, about giving and receiving. And it's going to pull you out of some sort of a comfort zone that you've been in where you couldn't make decisions. This is opening you up to making emotional decisions. Oh boy, that took all my energy. I think I need a nap. Leo, you've exhausted me. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. Please tell me if this is your reading, because I'd really love to know who's going through all of this turmoil. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys too much to stay away. I'm going to go for now. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.